Hello, VOD. Good morning, everyone. Hello, CWW, with the pre-stream dink water. Cheers. Hello, Edgix. Hello, GX Eclipse. Hello, Luz Knight. Hello, Annie, my moderator. Hello, how has it been? Caught a stream, genuine tears in my eye. Renderman, hello. Calamaria, hello. This must be your 22nd stream streak. And Ensuo, hello. So today, it's a day that I'm very, very excited for. I think we're prepared. I genuinely think that we're prepared. I went ahead and I claimed the chunks that we need. Yeah, I'm so excited. So today we are building a full HV ore processing. For those of you who don't know, or maybe aren't accustomed to how GTNH works, when you get ores from the world, which is another fun, complicated process, you have a bunch of ways that you can process them to get different byproducts. This isn't exactly a good example. Let's do something like, let's see, copper ore. Okay, this is a great one. So when you macerate it, you can get crushed, and then there's like a bunch of different lines. The most common is macerate to get crushed, macerate again to turn crushed into impure, and then centrifuge to get rid of the impurities and get copper dust. This is like, that's the main line. But as you can see, there's a bunch of different ways to get a bunch of different byproducts. And that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to make sure that every single ore that we put into this network goes to the right place. And that's the cool part. That's the fun part. So let's get started. I'm so excited. So the first thing we want to do, obviously, is we definitely need to get AE2 over to the area. So I'm going to just grab a cable here. We don't need too many channels actually going over to our new area. I'm kind of considering how I want to do this, because we could, it's a couple of different things we could do. I'm thinking we take like, there's definitely going to be a rewire at some point, so I'm thinking we just take a cable off some random part of this here and then just let it go. I think we can get a little cuter with this cabling here and then free up some space. So let's get some cable anchors. We've got some dents. Luckily, because we did all that auto crafting stuff yesterday, we have so many more cables than we did before, so life is good. I'm gonna do this, 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 and then that. And then that should, ideally, free up some space here. And then I'm gonna take out these cables. And we don't really need too many channels, so I'm just gonna bring this dense into the ground, and then we're gonna bring this all the way to our Oreproc area. Macerate, centrifuge might go. Yeah, that's like, that is the classic. There's a lot of different things. There's a couple of rules that I like to follow, like anything that makes cadmium or niobium, I think you want that in the thermal centrifuge. And then just random stuff based on how you're feeling about what ores you want. There's always lava. There's always lava, chat. I don't know how they do it. But we only need like 3 channels because we're going to subnet this entirely. So regular cable should be fine. Spongy. Oh, nice. My as soon as Flurbin joins, my baubles refresh, the classic bug. Let me put this quartz knife away. There's so much underground lava. I really hate it. Alright, we should be getting, yep, there we go. Here is the bottom of our ore processing area. This should be pretty simple. We just need to go upstairs and dig a hole straight to the center, and then we'll be able to get our channels out. Although maybe it's better to do it right here instead. Perfect. Think fast resets your baubles. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes. No dinking out of stock. Yeah, I make sure that you guys can't drown me. It's not like a situation. There we go. Lava's gone. So hopefully, whenever you do AE2 stuff, chat, you'll want to chunk load everything that is involved with it. I'm gonna see, yeah, we have just enough chunks. I've been having trouble changing the amount of chunk claims we have on the server. It's been really odd. I tried going in the ranks file and then setting the chunk claims to 10,000, but didn't seem to work. Cables are really annoying to place, it seems. Okay. Yeah, we're still good. And then I can probably unchunk load that. Probably. We are also going to need power, so I guess I'll have to bring our like line of Stabiloy pipes all the way through, but that should be fine. I guess that's why we build this. Okay, that is connected, which means I can make a terminal. I'm going to make a crafting terminal right now so I don't have to run back and forth all the time. Let's see. Should really get a level maintainer on circuits. Oh, that was easy. So DTNH has FTP teams, but different. There's a new thing called server utilities, which is like I think a clean room implementation of FTP utilities. It's like a little bit different, but not terribly so. Okay, there we go. Got that. So this will be our main net connection. I will try that. If you can put that in my Discord somewhere, I don't want to try that on stream because I don't want to mess anything up. But that is a good call, and I appreciate that. All right, let's get all of that back there. We also need power, so I guess while you guys all funnel in, we can just get that going as well. I should probably have just a way to get down into the basement. I think I'm just gonna do that. Thank you for following, Zeddies. How are you doing today? You know what? I'm gonna dog mode. I'm gonna go into dog mode. It's happening. All right, this will make my life a little bit easier, as you can see. Ow, 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 what the fuck? Why did I undog? Oh my god, it's because it was in my hotbar and I changed hotbars. This mod will be the end of me. Oh, come on, man. Can dogs still use jetpack? You can't put any armor on. Any armor you put on will just pop off you eventually. It's really frustrating, actually. Dog technician, exactly. Roof. I should probably do the right thing with these pipes, but I'll fix this some other time. This is a weird fucking song. I don't know what I wanted to listen to today. Today's very special. Can't go wrong with some Nujabase. Yeah, that's Aphex Twin Selected Ambient Works Volume 2. It has some really good, like, music, but also it's very... depends on the mood you're in, you know? Did J. Cole release a new album, or are you making a joke? No, I'm dead ass. Wow. Can't you use mode on a wrench to make them... Yeah, so there is line mode on wrenches, but it actually... it doesn't work on servers. Press period to change mode. So we're in line mode now. But like, it has a lot of issues on servers for some reason. It really just does not like it. I can try it and see if it works. And hello, first time chatter Zeddies. I did just see your follow earlier, and I appreciate that. It kind of looks like it's going by chunk, honestly. But it's just like, maybe not. Maybe it's just whatever it feels like at the time. Yep, that one doesn't even want to go. Yeah, this is just a... line mode is kind of a mess, I think. Oh, okay, let's go. We got a lucky line mode. You know, actually, I'm liking it more now that it looks like gambling. Was watching on YouTube and finally got to see you live. That's lovely. Which one were you watching? Like the VODs, or are you? Did you watch the Stargate video? Actually, I kind of want this to be in the center, and we can undog here. All right, I'm gonna grab the center of this. That's good. So we'll need power. One thing that causes a lot of lag that we don't want to cause is quartz fibers transferring power between big subnets. And obviously that's not like a huge problem most times, especially not for something as like simple as Oreproc, but we don't want to have any excess lag on this server because we're already pretty laggy as it is with 6 bases doing what they're doing. So ideally, we wrench. We do some lag-friendly practices, ideally. Mostly VODs from the server, but slowly when I'm watching the rest, lovely. Alright, there we go. So, this should have some biodiesel in it, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming through. There we go. Alright, that's the start of it. Alright, let's set this up. So, the first thing you're going to need is a subnet. We're going to set up the subnet right here. Probably need to move the monster replicator, so I'm going to move that downstairs. But we still want it. Definitely still want it, nonetheless. I'm going to put that here and here. We might actually upgrade to an HV1 soon, but yeah, we don't want monsters here. Mobs are very laggy and they kill people, so that's bad.
What was it? It was like 10,000 aluminum ingots for the...
Okay, that's Florbin. He's in the voice chat. The first thing we want is a controller. So let's get some ME controllers. And I'm going to get 20 right now. I'm going to have to figure out where I want to place this. Because once we place this, we kind of have to live with it. So I think I'm going to do 3 blocks above. And we're going to do a 5 by 5 by 5 cube. Now, I only want to get the bottom part of this for now because we don't need the channels immediately. And also, each time you put in a new controller, it costs more energy. So power what you will. I'm going to color some of these cables. Let's go with black today. I think black is a good color for our ME system. And we need to get power in this controller. So we're going to get an energy acceptor here and do that. Isn't AE2 better for lag if you want to transport, let's say, fuel? Probably. But I don't want, if the AE system ever goes down, I don't want to have to refuel our base by hand, right? If we move stuff, if power is dependent on the AE system and the AE system is dependent on power, then we have a problem, right? Cheers, SGX. Let's get our power spine. Did Flurbin chat? Nope. HV combustion generators. We're actually going to need probably a lot of these. So I'm going to order 60 off the rip. Why do we need PVC sheets? Available 37. All right, let's say 30. Nope. Looks like we just need PVC sheets entirely. Can't make any.
Insane. Okay.
Hello, Flurbin.
Hey, Nine. How's it going, man?
It's going well. Could you make me some PVC sheets by any chance?
Oh.
Is that what you're working on?
I caught that yesterday.
Okay.
And I looked at the recipe and I'm like, I'm gonna leave this for Nine.
Okay. So it's actually really
So
easy.
did you make like a PVC process?
No, but I added an
No?
ethylene buffer tank to the polyethylene line. And PVC is pretty much as easy as adding, I think it's chlorine or hydrochloric acid to ethylene. So I'm gonna grab
Okay. Yeah, that's sick.
2 drums of ethylene right now.
God, we have so much polyethylene.
Yeah. We're pretty rich in that regard. 2 drums of chlorine.
Should I just do this in single block chemical reactors?
I think you should move it to the passive area. I mean, like,
Sure.
I don't know, maybe. I think we should move all the lines to the passive area soon.
I agree. And we could turn this into one big bedroom. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, make it stately.
Hello, Phineas.
Oh, hey, Phineas. Okay, so let's see. Polyvinyl chloride.
Oh, I fixed the
Air and vinyl chloride, oxygen and vinyl chloride.
I fixed the
Oh, this is
EBF
bad.
thing, by the way.
I saw that, the Mega EBF, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just down there.
So it might be back freezer time. You low-key could like auto request most of that stuff out like right now, and it would probably just go. Is it?
Brother, I already requested 4,500 aluminum ingots. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh my god, it's almost done.
Yeah. No, it's so fast. It's doing 256. That we fully saturated the parallels, man.
I actually think it could go to 1024 because it can do 256 parallels of the recipe, but the recipe actually does 4 ingots at a time. The issue that we have is that our input buses aren't big enough.
Oh, chat's telling me to combine chats. combined chats.
I might leave it uncombined today, Blurb, if that's okay.
For your footage, do you have a? Oh yeah, you do have chat on screen. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna leave it just Oreproc talk, not HBM.
No HBM chat. You get that? I could ban HBM from my chat actually.
You'd have to ban da bruh, so, and we don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to ban. We don't want to ban Debra. Hmm. Hmm.
He
Yeah,
just can't stop with
Dukes, you
HBM.
brought it upon yourself.
It's
You
just
brought it
who he
upon
is.
yourself. Yeah, you can't stop him. He's a force of HBM.
He is a force of
Not a
something.
force of nature, just a force of HBM.
Let's see, do we have oxygen? Oh, a little bit. One. I need 7 of these of oxygen. Jeez.
Chlorine and ethylene, vinyl chloride and hydrochloric acid. Interesting.
Circuit 9. All right, we've got PVC coming out the waz.
Now they're starting a riot in chat.
That's
Patchy,
good.
you're
That's
supposed
good.
to be a mod and not an instigator.
He's a modstigator.
Oh no, the worst kind. The worst kind.
Ah, Debra has found his way into my chat.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Maz, I do still.
Okay. Let's get these PVC sheets on the road, and I want to get ore processing. It's ore processing time, baby. Big. We're gonna need a lot of these combustion gens. All right, let's get set up. Let's also get some drives. We're gonna need a lot of these. I don't know exactly where I want to place them, honestly. Maybe on the side walls would be kind of interesting. I can also place them facing up, which is an option. I don't like that as much though. That works. I like that. Let's make 24 of these drives. Oh god, we're out of PVC sheets. We also need to get the double steel plate recipe. Oh gosh. Yeah, that works. 2, 3. 1, 2. We're just gonna have a lot of drives. Probably more than we'll need for now. But more than we'll need is always good. Oh gosh. We probably want an ME terminal as well. We're always out of circuits. And PVC sheets, apparently. What doesn't use PVC sheets? It's because there's one SMD recipe, and because we're out of circuits and it's crafting like a ton of SMD components right now, that's probably what it is. And we're gonna have excess SMD capacitors in the end, but right now it just needs the extra bump. Let's add a recipe for steel chest, which is this bad boy. Can probably add that pretty much anywhere that we have space. I dare say I won't need titanium frame box for a while, so let's do that. And let's try 24 of those again. And polyvinyl chloride sheets again. What would you know? What do you know? Looks like we need to go a little harder on this. So let's grab some more oxygen. Let's grab our PVC. There we go. We're just gonna need a ton of that, I think. Are pattern expansion cards locked behind EV? Yes, they are, which is really painful. What is it called? Pattern? What is the card actually called? Pattern capacity. We need 16K ME storage components for it. And the only way to do that is to get this item processor tier 2, which requires EV, which is so painful. So incredibly painful. There we go. Are these all on blocking mode? Blocking, 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 blocking. For some reason, this one isn't being saturated, and I'm kind of wondering why. Maybe it'll be okay regardless. All right, so we're gonna want cables going to each of these little islands. I think the best way to do this is probably from the bottom of this. So let's grab, honestly, we should just get rid of this central platform because I don't think it's helping anyone. We'll grab here, here, and here. Although we don't need that many channels now that I'm thinking of it. We'll want this on each side to get to all of the islands. This is just going to be prep work for a little bit, chat. You're going to have to bear with me. I apologize. I'm going to get some cable anchors here. That's not good. Oh, and I was going to color these cables black. There's like a paint applicator somewhere. I'll get to that, I guess. I actually do want to return this to the normal color for now. That's okay. All right. So I'm setting up each of these islands with channels. Essentially, the end goal is that each of these is going to be have a different processing machine. This will be macerator. So I guess we can get some signs down and show off exactly what everything's doing. So this will be macerator subnet. This is going to be ore wash or something. Uh-oh. TPS lag. This one will be sifter. And let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This one is going to be thermal centrifuge. Wow. My typing skills today are at an all-time low. Now let's get the other side as well. Same, but like all the time. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, understandable. All right, now that one is going to be dense. Honestly, why don't we just do this? It's kind of painful that the cable laying feature of the matter manipulator is just not available yet. All right, that's looking good. We can get some catwalks over that so we can walk on this level. I'm happy with that. Combustion gens are coming through, that's good. We need some terminals, mostly the ME terminal normal to figure out what's on our Oreprocessing subnet. This is good. Our drives probably came through. Nope. 24. Nice. That's easy. Hello, Jester. Cheers. Having a keyboard that also double presses some keys doesn't help either. Understandable. I cannot relate because I have an Apple keyboard that has no key action whatsoever. It is the simplest thing ever, and it's one of my favorite keyboards of all time. I don't think I could exist without it, actually. I'm actually like kind of a pro gamer with it, honestly, with this specific keyboard. Let's put some scaffolding down here as well. Might as well. Are you using Mac OS? No. I'm on Windows. I use a Mac keyboard because I'm just like that. Hello, Ziran. How's it going? It's going fantastic. The AE2 is done, the main AE2 building. Right now we're working on Oreprocessing, which is one of my I'm actually just really excited for it. I don't know why. There's no reason why I should be so excited. I think I want to make a video on it though, which is part of it. Like basically how to do Oreprocessing in HV and like how it all works, because I have a way to do this that this will last you until the end of the game. Like the things that I'm doing now are the things that I was doing at the end of my playthrough. And I didn't realize you could do it this early, but there's some technology that I am uncovering, or that I am aware of, I guess is more apt, that enables you to do this. It's all the IO port, honestly. The IO port is OP. We love the IO port. But I am just doing some like basic, making the canvas, you know? The canvas on which I do my artistry has to be complete before anything happens. And you guys will see why. It's nice to have everything walkable, is always something that I feel. But mostly, it's organization is not about access. It's purely, well, actually, let me put it this way. Access is about organization. So making everything accessible allows you to remain organized. And look at that. That is a good place to start. Our drives are coming through, almost done. What are you waiting on? All right, the last thing that we need to do other than put like item cells and everything is we actually need to power this. So let's get our quartz fiber, or more aptly, why don't we just set up an energy acceptor on one of the sides here? I think I'll do this. Just take out one sifter channel and let it be. And then we can get some HV gens and wire it all up. We've got 2 supercon wire. It's not really going to be a lot, but we can make it work. Six amps, 4 amps, perfect. Okay, we're good. How much stainless steel will be spent and already has been spent? Oh, so much stainless. Like, it's not even funny anymore. But luckily we have it on autocraft now, which is fantastic. All right, the gens are going. We're getting energy, ideally. I think I might need to do this and reconnect it, and then it'll be happy. Ah, there we go. It lights up. Here is the beginning of our Oreproc subnet. The last of our drives. All right, chat, this is it. So let me clear out my inventory. So this is the starting canvas that I am going to be working upon. So to start with Oreproc, what you need is a lot of things. You need access to your mainnet, which is right here. You need your subnet, which has the controller, the drives, and then access to all of the areas you're going to be doing your processing in. It also needs power, which I have in the form of an energy acceptor and some turbo combustion generators down here. And what I'm going to do, let's get a dense or a battery. I think it's called an energy cell. And that should be like the last thing we need in order to get this all correct. We don't have any aluminum wire recipes, do we? Okay, let's go grab that. Hello, George Best Jojo. Hi. Nine, when do you think is a good time to start working on bees? It's a great question. I think you can sort of work on it in HV. That's when you get alvearies, which is pretty nice. In reality, most bees other than like salt bee aren't going to be super useful until like LUV, I think is when you should really dig in. But like stuff like salt bee and some of the basic stuff is pretty nice, I can't lie. You don't get energy from main AE subnet into subnet. So, okay, that's generally a bad practice. The laggiest part of AE is actually energy calculations in quartz fibers. So while that is like you can quartz fiber it and it's probably not going to cause you any grief, I will say that it has caused others grief. Quartz fibers create so much lag because every time you move an item, an energy reduction needs to be calculated, right? And every time you add components or stuff like that, energy calculations happen. So it's like a whole thing. It's a whole thing. All right, we've got our one energy cell. This will do. Let's get some big ass 4K storage drives. We've got 64 storage components. Let's see how many. We got 68 housings. Let's go buck wild and just craft all of these down. Let's see how much energy this is using right now, actually. I'm kind of curious. I think when I add drives, it causes energy problems. It's already using 2000 EU per tick, so like almost as much as we can give it. Well, actually, no. It's generating that much. It's only using 1.46, which is about, oh, that's not too bad at all. That's a little over 1.5 amps, about. Let's start with this one set of 4 drive bays, and then we'll work from there. All right, so the first thing we want to do is start our filtering. I might grab Flurbin here.
Do like a time skip.
Hey Flurbin, are you busy?
Hey, not really, no.
I'm doing like the most important setup, and it would be awesome to have you here.
Okay.
I could show you how it all works, so that way if you need to debug it ever, then you can.
I may have just voided some polyethylene. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right,
Ooh,
check it out. What are you up to, man?
out of silicon solar grade plates. I guess I'm gonna sacrifice these bad boys. So I'm in the ore processing room if you're available.
I am here. I've just arrived.
Perfect. All right, so I kind of want to explain what I got going and then what we're going to do with it. This is a very basic subnet. I got power to it. I got cables everywhere. We've got drives with storage on it. So here are the storage drives, Flurb. If you ever see them fill up fully,
Wow.
let me know and we'll keep filling, like we'll keep adding drives in space. What we want to do first is establish a connection between our ore processing subnet and our mainnet. So you know how that works. We get a storage bus and we get an interface. And my music has stopped for some ungodly reason. Spotify, you gotta stop that, man.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this over here is the main net. This is your subnet.
Exactly.
And you
So-
have a lot of controllers on this subnet.
I do. We're going really overkill because I'm really obsessed with Oreproc, and I don't know why. I wasn't before. But I feel like this is a
Yeah.
niche that I can do and be helpful to the team, but not like lets you do progression as well, which I feel like I've been bad at recently. All
That's
right,
fine.
so I'm going to attach this interface to our ore processing subnet. And interfaces represent a network and display the items within. We're going to get a storage bus and turn it on extract only. And what this does is when we connect it to mainnet, it should allow mainnet to see everything within this ore processing subnet. So the idea is everything that we process and turn into dust on the subnet stays on the subnet. And that way we never have it overflowing into mainnet. But if I put something funny, let's say I put the type filters into our ore processing storage, you should be able to look up type filter in here and see them. And you can even pull them through.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The extract only. Okay.
Yes, and that is the
That's
lovely
quite
part of
nice.
subnetting. Yeah, and then we can set up some filters to automatically put any type of ore that we put into the ME system into ore processing. I'll look into that in a bit, but for now, just whenever you empty out ores, I'll make a station even that we can load up chests and it'll pull ores into the system.
Okay.
But yeah, do you have those type filters with you?
Oh, I put them back inside our mainnet.
Okay. We need some storage buses. We're going to need a couple of these. Oh, we're missing nether quartz. That's really awkward.
Since when? We've always had a whole lot of that.
Yeah, I don't really know. Okay, we need
Oh,
that. We need
man.
cell.
Oh, it's Certus quartz that we're good on.
So the first thing is maceration. Maceration is like the backbone. And we're going to have to set up a bunch of single block macerators, but that's okay. For now, what I want to do is we're actually going to make another subnet. So what's going to happen is we're going to filter everything we want to macerate and then put it into a subnet. And we're going to do that using these type filters. So I'm going to place a couple of these. Let's do one,
Oh, you have
two,
filter sets of ores?
3. I think 3 should be fine. So yeah, this is set on big ores or just like
Yeah.
regular ore blocks, which are pretty rare to have, but we'll get them. I'm gonna set a filter to. Damn, what are these filters? We need to find crushed ores. There we go. Or actually, let's do raw ores first. Crystallized ore. That's weird. We got raw ore. We got crushed ore will come next. And then finally, I think we'll add a filter for thermal centrifuged ore. Where is that? Got hot ingots. There's no way that this is the best way to do this type filter. There's
Well, it should be
combs.
a drop down.
It would be a great drop down or like a search bar maybe. What? How many types are there? God damn.
There's a lot. Bro, I was flipping through this when I was trying to figure out the fish reactor sorting.
I think I went the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
I might need to.
Refined ores, TSB is saying.
Yeah, refined sounds right because it's a thermal refinery or something. Let's go this direction. Nope, not there. Centrifuged ores? It's called crushed centrifuged. That's weird. Well, that's what it is, I guess. Thermal centrifuged. All right, so what we're going to do is our priority when storing stuff on this network is not to store it in drives. If it is these things, these type whatever, we want to store it in this subnet to get macerated first. So we need a couple more storage buses, and we seem to be out of some very important materials that I probably should have locked in and gotten. Certus quartz bolt. That's so gross. But I guess I can pattern all this. But are you seeing what I'm putting down here?
I am seeing what you're putting down here.
The next part of this is that we need to find a way to get the ores from this subnet into macerators, and that's going to be the fun part.
Just use export buses, or sorry, export interfaces, right?
Well, then how do you get all the random different types of ores out, right? Because you need to filter the export, right?
Right.
So there's some
And
fun
there's
stuff
like
we're gonna do.
so many different. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Oh. Interesting. Okay.
It's quite the conundrum, right? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is a conundrum. My brain capacity is
Hey,
Too
Nova.
small for this.
Yeah, we can use this technology for any type of auto pull stuff. All right, I do need to pattern some stuff. Let's do shift click to bookmark. We need some nether quartz stat. That's not good. Do you think we could steal nether quartz?
Netherite.
Yeah, we.
Let's go mining.
I don't want to go mining. Let's
Let's go mining.
let's see if we can buy some from or steal some from Galistu. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna steal some from Galistu. I think that would be the funniest
Why
way to do
glitched
this
you?
because they have a setup for this with the nether tree.
Oh.
Let's
Oh
see.
yeah.
Where are they at?
That's right.
Look at their
Do you know where
base.
it is?
9, I think your
Forgot.
Streamlabs extension is broken. What do you mean by that? Okay. Where is their thingy? You took a tour on their
I
base.
saw
Oh,
them
it's right here.
yesterday. Oh.
Oh yeah, they got 87,000 quartz. I'm stealing that shit.
Oh my gosh, how'd I just fly right past this? Okay, yeah. Robbery, daylight robbery.
It doesn't
Turn on the
show a
mine, we're fine.
leaderboard. Quackers, I might need to look into that. Thank you for letting me know. If you can remind me in Discord, because I'm a very forgettable guy. Forgettable? No, forgetful guy. That would be great.
No, you can't forget 9, man.
Yeah, I'm very weird. It's pretty hard to forget me.
Yeah, he's a full-time thought in your brains.
Okay, let's do that. There we go.
So how much did you steal?
Like, I don't know, like 20, 10 stacks, 15 stacks, 10? Something in
Yeah, that's a
that
good amount.
order.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
There we go. And we'll need a lot of interfaces because we need to accept stuff. So I'm going to fill this network up with cells. Let's get a cable and a terminal.
Oh yeah, did we run a fuel line already?
I did, yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so
I was very prepared. Illuminated panel? Man. Titanium plate. Certus quartz screw. Oh, we're out of space.
What?
We don't have any crafting CPUs available right now.
Oh.
We're gonna need to
Whoa.
add a bunch.
Give me a heart attack there.
Yeah, our ME system is full, bro. No,
Space.
that's the type of shit that the ducks run into, which is kind of crazy. Like, I think Goose was talking about that earlier. I was like, wow, that's insane.
How do you run out of space?
Exactly, right?
Yeah, you just batch craft a bunch of drives. If you need one of them, you need 64 of them.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, the interfaces will be here, because that accepts the items on behalf of the network. I'm gonna do this. And then we'll have our terminal here, and we'll need quartz fiber and some cabling, so.
Oh my god, 9. I just realized that I forgot to have my coffee this morning.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What are you gonna do without
this
it?
is actually like an existential crisis right now.
This is a crisis.
Oh my god. Okay. It's fine. I'll deal. I'll make a coffee after tutorial is over.
He'll figure it out. No, you can pick your coffee now. I think we have some downtime here. Because we're crafting out a couple of buses and stuff, and then I'll just show you how it works after.
Alright, chat. Just watch 9 do his magic. I'll be right back.
Thank you for the follow, Layler. I appreciate that.
I was wondering, like, why am I yawning so much? Why do I feel so much lethargy? No, I'm just going through withdrawals, man.
Bro is feeling lethargy. All right, so let's get these storage buses. What we want to do, We're not going to partition it, but we're going to put these on high priority. I'm going to put these on priority 1000 because we want these to prio, putting in the ores before anything else. So if it is crushed, thermal centrifuged, anything like that, we are going to make sure that it makes it into this subnet, no matter what. I should probably figure out how the color applicator works because I think that would help. Can you drag from NEI to set a type filter? Sorry, you just blew my mind, Jester. That's lovely. That's lovely. Thank you for the follow George Best JoJo. I don't know what that means, but I do love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so I'm hoping it's related to that. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's also get a color applicator while Flurban's out, just so we can get everything really organized. I don't think I've ever used this thing. I don't really know how it works, honestly. By the time you need a lot of color in your world, generally, you just have the infinite spray can. So, not really sure what to do with this, but I guess. I know that's kind of heinous, chat, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, how the heck does this work? Paint by numbers. If you want to color all those fancy cables and such, to uncolor them, use a bucket of water, spray can, or IC2 color applicator. Okay, so I think the way this works is you get a ME chest, and then you hook it up to power. I guess I could just shuck that straight there. We'll put that in there. Oh my gosh, $5 donation from That's Quackers. I can't wait to fail all 4 of my midterms tomorrow. Well, I hope that you have more success than you think you do. And thank you for the $5. I need to update that Kofi thing. That's on me. That should be most of the colors. So I believe I put this all into a subnet and then, or like some type of cell, not even a subnet. I take the cell out and somehow I get it into here. Not really sure how this works. Or maybe, okay, okay, okay. I'm following, I'm following. This is a very convoluted way to do dyeing stuff. And then how do I energize this is the question. That is probably the 4th stream in a row, low key. How, chat? How do I get this? How do I get power in this thing? I can't throw it in the energy acceptor. AE2 charger? Oh god. EV electrolyzer? Alright, I'm gonna pray that Gregtech energy can solve my issues. I don't think I can use this. Okay. Theoretically, we can make the EV electrolyzer. We would need to make an EV machine hull, which kind of goes against my personal rules. Does the energy acceptor have a slot? The one you use for a subnet? No, I don't think it does. It doesn't have like an inventory or anything. I guess we're going to have to go without color. That's so unfortunate. Wait, one more thing. We could try a wireless charger. This could work. Oh god, I don't want to do that though. There's a GT wireless charger somewhere. I'm telling Hecuba if you make that electrolyzer, I don't plan on it, but it's good to know. What is this recipe? Okay, we're doing it. We're gonna try it while Flurbin is out to coffee. These are some philosophical questions I never thought I'd have to ask. Wait a minute. We can't make ink alloy, can we? Oh, we can. It's just scuffed as hell. Oh my god, there's so many steps in doing this. I might just have to go without color for now. If any of you guys has some meta for painting stuff that is AE2, let me know, because we're struggling. But we'll be fine.
All right, chat.
Hello, I'm trying to use the color applicator, but we can't make a charger because it's EV locked.
Oh.
So I can't paint cables.
oh no.
So
is
scuffed.
it necessary that you paint cables or?
No, but it would be really nice for organization's sake. Yeah.
Yeah. We could probably make an appeal. I do remember that Hecuba did make an HV machine hull back in MV.
For Transformers, yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a huge deal.
Let's see here. For everybody in chat, I've got a surprise for you guys. What? Miso cam. ah! Ah! My camera keeps falling over.
All right, let's also pattern I/O ports. We're gonna need that. Grab this. Oh my god, we're at a crafting space soon. All right, we're pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Shift right click with a spray can. Oh, I guess I could make some spray cans. Kind of a pain, but doable. Wonder if capacitor banks would work for charging? Maybe. Flurbin. Well, actually,
Yeah.
that's fine for now. Actually, yeah. Would you grab us a chest of the ores, or like raw ore from over in our main net or our main area, so we can test with it?
You have, very conveniently, a diamond dolly.
Very convenient.
All right, let's get a very diversified portfolio of ores here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right.
Would you be so kind as to shuck all of that within this ore processing terminal? And we will see if this works. Chuck it as fast as you humanly can.
Yeah, okay. Oof. Let's see here. Let me clear out the old inventorio. Right? It's going in, man.
Is it? Let's
You
check.
see it?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And you should not be able to see it on this network, which is, we'll see if that's a necessary thing. But why don't you check? You can actually see that all of it ended up in the right network.
Hang on, I got one inventory full left.
Let's go. And then if you want to put some random item that has no relation to any of the filters we put down,
yeah, I'll put my diamond dolly in there.
we can check how that works.
Oh, yeah, I didn't move anywhere. It's
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
And I can still pull it from here, from the main net. Oh, if I can spell it right. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Then we are doing great. All right, there's our filters. We'll need to hook up some macerators.
Sorry.
You scared the fuck out of me.
I scared myself too. I thought I destroyed something important. It was
Oh
just
my
a catwalk.
god.
Whoops.
I'm gonna hook
If
this up
you
to power.
right-click on the text field in AE2, it clears the text in there. Yo, there's even a tooltip for that. That's nice. Okay, so the macerator. Oh no, this is set to ores. Ah, so everything goes in here. Okay. Cool.
With a high priority storage bus, making sure that it goes to the right spot. All right, let's send that way. All right, so here's where the magic happens. We need to grab some I/O ports. I'm gonna grab 2 double steel plate. Should probably make a recipe for this. I'm shrimply too lazy.
We've got a decent amount of it.
Man, we're missing the damn... There we go. I'll do that, and I need a pattern silicon solar grade. Quackers getting the bounties. I've been thinking about a 24-hour blood magic stream, chat. If we can get the bounty going for $100 per hour for 24 hours for blood magic, I would do that. I would do it. It would be torturous.
Miso is staring at the wall now. Uh-oh.
Isn't that like her like natural habitat? Doesn't she love doing that?
I don't know why. She just like chills on my computer, enjoying the warmth, and then she just stares at the wall.
She knows something, then I guess.
Yeah, she sees through the wall. The only thing through the wall is actually outside. Interesting.
Let's start setting up some filters for other stuff while we wait for this, actually.
She may have X-ray vision, actually. Yeah.
She might. She might. Or actually, we can just set up the macerators. So, we are going to...
Higher is better. And priority.
How am I going to do this?
Is this connected at all? It is, just by power with the quartz fiber.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is how I understand it, right? So this is our ore net, the one on the bottom here. Hang on, there you go. The one on the bottom is our ore net. It's going over to these filters on high priority storage buses. The filters are extracting everything that fits the filter into our macerator net.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's about it for now. What we need to do now is set up some I/O for this. This is going to be connected to mainnet. We want to output whatever we macerate back to mainnet, actually. And the reason is because the mainnet has the filters. So when it's done macerating, it'll turn into crushed ore. But because it's going directly into mainnet, it'll get stored right back on the ore processing, the macerator subnet, which is kind of interesting. So everything needs to extract on white. We also need a diamond barrel.
So it's kind of cyclical, I guess.
Exactly.
It's back into mainnets and then back into Oreproc subnet.
Exactly.
Or I guess or mainnet, Oreproc mainnet. Oh, wait, what? Macerator uwu. Okay, got it. That's fine.
All right, let me grab the IO
Coffee.
ports. Ooh.
Not the best lots I've ever made, but it was kind of a rush job.
Storage bus. Grab that. This. IO port. Do that. IO port. And then we do want some power in between this. So let's get quartz fiber.
Yo, does this IO port just transfer whole ass drives?
Yeah, it is one of the
What?
most
Oh.
powerful things in the game. So
Damn.
this is connected to our macerator subnet right here. So we want to take stuff to the macerator from this macerator subnet into the cell. So right now you can see the cell is in this IO port. It's got a cell full of everything that exists on the macerator subnet. We're going to use a conduit to transfer that cell into the next IO port. And this is just unfiltered. Like everything is just going through this. And then so we'll insert on black. And then this IO port will transfer to network. And right now that network is this diamond barrel. And would you set up kindly the conduits for me to extract from this diamond barrel to all of these macerators? And then from these macerators back to this ME interface. And then let me check this.
Oh, purple. Purple's a good color.
Purple is actually kind of a good color. I don't mind that.
Yeah, we don't use that enough.
Insert
on purple and extract on white. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's round robin it also. Oh, you already got it. Let's go.
Oh. Conduit probe, yes. Wait, did the mode get? It's because I'm flying. It might be because I'm flying.
It might be in the wrong mode. So Amazon, we're going to be upgrading this as we go. This is a scalable Oreproc setup, meaning that basically we can just put whatever macerators we want at the end of this and it'll just work. Right now, we only have access to HV single blocks with the exception of the multiblock sifter. But check this out. So it's going to make
they're coming in.
The crushed ore, and the crushed ore should end up on the subnet where the IO port will put it right back into this chest. So you can see it's like churning through this and turning that into crushed ore.
It's going to double crush it.
Exactly. And then
that's clever.
We can do specific things with this. So if we want to divert specific ores to different subnets to get processed in different ways, we can do something called a sticky card. And that makes sure that items that are filtered on a storage bus, the sticky card will only go to that area. So I guess the next thing we should set up is centrifuge, but then we'll sticky card some important things that need to go. Actually, why don't we go to the thermal centrifuge now? Because that is something that needs to be sticky carded. For the thermal centrifuge, I'm going to look at a list of items that return niobium. So that is crushed tantalite ore, turns into niobium at 11% chance. Niobium ore, purified tantalite, and purified niobium. And then we're also going to look at cadmium. That's pretty much the rule. So we want crushed sphalerite and crushed cadmium. So those four things will be like only going to thermal centrifuge. So let's set that up. Flurbin, would you craft a sticky card for me? And we actually will probably need a lot of these. We should be able to have most of the stuff we need for this, honestly.
Yep. Look. We have everything. Just one?
Multiple would be great. We're probably going to need a lot in the future.
All right. You got your magnet on?
Yeah. Why? Why?
Help me. Did you get it? No, never
I don't
mind.
know if I got it.
Oh, there you go.
Let's
Ah,
see. I'm checking the filters, how I did this.
okay. There you go. There you go.
Dankeschön.
You finally got it, chat. All right, what are we missing here? We're missing a basic card. Oh, what are we missing now?
All right, let's filter
Gold
all these
plate.
things. So the sticky card, chat, is your best friend, especially with ore processing. A sticky card means that even if, like, legitimately, if there's no space to store this tantalite ore on the subnet, you literally cannot put tantalite ore into the network. It is the only place tantalite ore can go, no matter what. So that will allow us to override the filters that we have here, and make sure that all of the stuff that we need thermal centrifuged goes in the right area. So let's get an interface here. We're going to set that to, I think bidirectional is fine, but for now we're going to do insert only. And thank you for the bits, 10 bits Amazon. Also close to setting up Oreproc, and this came at a perfect time. I'm glad. Yeah, that's someone's got to be playing along at some point, right?
Okay. It would be nice to have some kind of Fulbrights option in my shaders.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to adjust my shader lighting because this cave is a little dark.
Night vision.
Not, oh my god. It must be.
It must be.
Oh, I just pissed off an
Yeah,
intermission.
where did he come from?
I have no clue, man. This
Could
is
you,
all mob related.
Flirbin, could you find me raw either tantalite or sphalerite ore in the ME or in our chest
Yeah. Let's take
buffer?
a look. Oh, here's your sticky cards, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Gotta skip this song. Let's see, there might even be some in here. Gypsum, diatomite. This is just going though.
Tantalite, right?
Tantalite, yeah, or sphalerite is fine. Either is fine. Oh, look, we've already got some of our first byproducts. How did we get Certus
Nice.
quartz as a byproduct? Huh. That's cool.
Tantalite and sphalerite. Oh my gosh, we got so much sphalerite, man.
I'm glad. That's good.
Overflowing.
The
Okay.
great thing about this is eventually we can just like set and forget this and just let it go. I think
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna get
that's the
a
goal.
smaller buffer here. Because we don't really need a gigantic buffer for this. I think a baby chest would be kind of interesting. This is kind of a mistake, but we're just gonna do this anyway.
Okay, it's in the system.
Lovely. I've got so much ore in my inventory.
Right? You know, we're macerating, dude. We got tantalite in the baby chest.
Let's go. Perfect. So what that should do is that tantalite should end up in our other subnet here. Once we're done with this quartzite that's going on, I'll just empty this out and then the tantalite should come through. So instead of being filtered into this subnet, like it would previously be, check this out. This thermal centrifuge subnet that we have this sticky card for crushed tantalite ore has the tantalite ore. And then we can thermal centrifuge this for cadmium.
Oh, okay. So this is an intercept basically for
Exactly.
ores that we want to thermal centrifuge instead of double macerate.
Exactly. That's
Ah,
exactly what it is. And then we can do that for ores that we want to purify and sift and all of the other stuff like that.
hmm that's pretty sick.
Yep.
Takes a little bit of upfront. Oh, sorry, I just deleted one. What was it? It was coal?
I don't think so. Here, I have the
What
list.
was the last one?
Crushed cadmium ore, which I don't think we'll be
Oh,
getting
crushed
anytime
cadmium.
soon.
Crushed Cadbury egg. Right. Oh, you already got it. Why was it not popping up in my NEI?
All right, let's do the same here for the
That's
centrifuge
weird.
subnet.
Oh, it's the Enderman.
Perfect.
Sword.
The idea that in some cases,
Done.
instead of sending X amounts of resources via machine provider, he sent a drive filed with resources directly. I still don't know when this can be useful as I'm not a Gregor, but the light bulb moment that put in me was great. Are we talking about the IO port? Oh, are we talking about universal? Yeah, yeah. All right, we need to filter two different things. Can I have you set up filters for pure dust and impure dust? And
Yeah.
I'll get the storage buses
Pure
set up.
dust and impure dust.
You can actually drag from NEI any type of pure or impure dust, and it'll figure itself out, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So let me
We'll do
place
that.
down your storage buses.
Oh. I see.
Insert only, and then we're gonna go high priority for this, putting it at 1,000.
Impure purified.
I'm actually gonna put it at 999, which is kind of weird, but maybe I will.
Where do I drag it to?
You drag it on top of the ore item.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you just grab like an impure dust, does that not work? Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably GT++.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yep.
I'm gonna look
Let's
in an
try with the
Oreproc
impure.
chain.
Yo, why are these all GT++?
Look in an Oreproc chain and you'll find what you're looking for. Basically anything that we want to centrifuge. So the purified pile of Certus quartz dust goes to centrifuge. Impure pile of Certus quartz goes to centrifuge type shit.
There we go. Got it.
Perfect. Let's go. All right. And then that's going to output into an interface, which will go onto our subnet. And then would you hook up? Actually, I guess I'll do it. Let me grab some.
What is the point of the ME interface that you place down?
So the ME interface can accept items on behalf of the network, as well as display items. So we're basically using that as a way to get items into the subnet. And it's really,
Okay.
that's all it is. Yeah.
Is that just because you can't put a item import interface on a like output of a block?
You can, but they're incredibly slow. And if you have something that's already pushing, if you push into an interface, it's really fast. It's like 9 stacks per tick fast. Like you'd have to fill up all of the internal inventory slots in the ME interface up at top in order to overflow it.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. It's just faster.
All right, 4K. Let's get some storage cells in here. Let's put 2 in here, just so we have the space, and then 4 in here, and then a terminal. How's your coffee, by the way?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not the best. It's not the best.
How do you have bad
Also made it
coffee?
fast.
Like what provides
I
what does that mean? I'm not like a coffee
I think the
connoisseur.
beans are a little old.
Okay.
I think the beans are a little past their prime.
You heard it first, chat. Bad beans.
Yeah. It's been 3 months since roasting date, so
That'll do
it's not
it.
gonna pull the best espresso. Hey Lizbeth.
All right, that is gonna go nice and slow. I should honestly get a smaller storage cell, but I guess this is fine. Because we can't, oh, I guess I could press U
Surprised
on
how
this.
slow these macerators are.
Yeah, they're really bad, but we have to kind of use them because they have that 11% chance to give a byproduct because they have that second slot. So I was planning on just making like so many of these that we wouldn't have to worry about it type shit. Like maybe like 64 macerators and 64 centrifuges.
Yeah, or Oreproc is gonna end up using as much power as like 16 EBFs.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, what if
Yeah.
we did that? Like, why not? Like,
Damn,
it'd be kind of
Lizbeth that
sick.
joins my YouTube chat says hello as her first words, and then her
Cheers.
second words are 6-7. Ah,
Very cool. Thank you. Very cool,
you're
Lizbeth.
welcome.
No, not you, Lizbeth. All right,
Yeah.
let's set up the filters for the other stuff as well. This is going to be electrolyzer, or at least we can set up the subnets and just like go through in bulk. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you pretty much see everything that is involved in this. So
Yeah.
if you want to go back to MEVF, you're dismissed, Flurbin. But I'm just going to
I
be building this
will
out
go back
unless
to PVC here
unless you
because
want
we
to.
may need it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna mute
Yeah.
and lock in. Let me know
All right.
if let me know if there's anything. If we should meet back up, just send me a message, and I'd be happy
Yeah,
to.
sounds bueno.
Peace, my friend. All right, chat. It's just you and me. Hi, I came from the Mega EBF explosion VOD. Damn, that's crazy. Hello. How's it going? We are setting up some networks for all of our ore processing right now. This should be good. Let's get our filters as well. The electrolyzer subnet is going to have to be kind of interesting. There's some weird shit we're going to need to pull with this because single block electrolyzers is all we have. So you end up needing to do some funny stuff to make it work well. I guess you'll just have to see. Also, I can get rid of this because we don't need to be like this. Is that the AE middlenet or is it another subnet technically? This is actually another subnet. So each of these islands contains a subnet for all of the different types of processing machines, like the crushed tantalite goes to the thermal centrifuges. So there's 6 subnets around. There's one more big subnet, which is the main ore processing subnet that provides the throughput for all of these things, and that is connected to our main network in a one-directional thing. So we've got this extract-only storage bus, which views the contents of this. So we can actually see manganese dust that is on this network. So if I take out the 11 here, it goes down to 591, as you can see. I put it back, and it's at 602. I'm probably gonna empty out all of the random ore type stuff into this network at some point, and then we'll do that. Wanted to play Greg while also solving the challenges myself, so I built my own UA setup. Lovely. I realized that I independently came up with the same solution. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Your MEBF stream explosion was the first stream I saw live. It's all Oreproc. Yes, it is all Oreproc. I don't know why I went this big on Oreproc, but I'm really happy with it. I think it looks sick. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna fill it with a bunch of cool stuff. I'm gonna take a little detour right now. I'm gonna set up all we need for a centrifuge. Let me see where did I start this? So it's like 4 blocks from the back. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And then where are the conduits on this side? 2 blocks, okay. You missed the dink? I'll hit you with the dink water. Thank you for reminding me, Teo. Cheers. Has everything been all right since the MEBF explosion? Yes, everything has been great. Our MEBF is running very well. Like Flurbin just knocked out like 10,000 aluminum in a flash to get the Mega EBF, which is very impressive. So everything is going well. And then the last question is, how did I pipe this up? Okay. Do you make a storage bus viewing Oreproc with filtered with more than extract only so it doesn't slurp out ores that are in the middle of processing? So actually, the only reason it would ever slurp out ores that are in the middle of processing is because it actually needs it, right? The only reason we'll be pulling from this subnet is if we, like accidentally click on it, or if we're crafting something that is an intermediary. So there's no reason to do any type of filtering other than just extract only. But also, things that are in the middle of processing, just due to how these tight filters work, are not visible to the main network. And especially with this IO port stuff, because all of this stuff is stored in this cell right now. So it's, yeah. There's a lot of logic that goes behind this, which is cool. And to modern GTNH, there's no point because GTNH is already so good. And additionally, the devs work on this constantly. So there's no real need to go to modern. Okie dokie, let's get that all locked in. There is the power for our centrifuges coming through. Let me do that. Centrifuging is so slow for most ores, so honestly, you'll probably want more centrifuges than macerators at a certain point. And yeah, vacuum mega vac is next. Let's do ME interface here. We're gonna need to do the same IO port tomfoolery. So I'll grab this. Although I might want to actually swap the side that this is on, which is kind of silly, but I'm going to build this the opposite way for now. Hey, what's the juice in the turbine? That's biodiesel, I believe. All right, baby chest goes there. We need to get some IO ports. So we'll do that, and then a quartz fiber, which we definitely have. That's good. Do that. Hit this. Baby chest, or IO port again. We'll need a cell. This is going to transfer to the storage cell. Perfect. And then we're going to do conduit to get this out of that. Right there. Extract on black, always active. Insert on black, and then extract on white. Insert on white. That should... There we go. Impure pile of dust is in here, which is good. And we can just distribute it to our processing machines. What is going on here? What in tarnation did I do? Ah, that looks fine. Whatever. How did you do the small subnets involving the IO port tomfoolery? Yeah, I can go over it one more time. Let me... Ooh, we're out of conduits. Hopefully that's quick enough. Oh. I guess while these conduits craft, the way this works is that this subnet... So, okay, let me get the... This is the subnet that contains all of the stuff that we want to centrifuge, right? It's got all of our impure quartzite, impure green sapphire. This subnet has this IO port that has a cell, and we want to transfer the items that are within the centrifuge subnet into the cell. Once that's done, the conduit extracts the cell into this little subnet that has a quartz fiber, a smaller subnet within the subnet that has just the MEIO port and a storage bus. And this IO port has transferred data to network. And that takes the items that are within the cell and slowly puts them into this baby chest. And then we distribute those items to the centrifuges, and then the output goes back into the main Oreprocessing network. So I hope that explains exactly what the IO ports are doing as well as how that's all working. I love this song. This is from Samurai Champloo, Tsuchi. All right, let's do extract on yellow, because that's the color that centrifuges are. And then insert on yellow, extract on black, and then insert on black. And then we'll turn this to round robin. So yeah, there we go. Our impure green sapphire is getting centrifuged. I'm probably gonna go later and auto output these things, but we'll see, I guess. We'll see. For lag reduction, I think it might be best actually if I just do this immediately, which is screwdriver all of these, make them face up, and then auto output, and then get rid of the always active. And then the products will just get sent straight through the conduit no matter what. Why do you need to use drives for this? Do you mean like the cells? Because there's no way to export a whole bunch of different types of items from a network other than like putting an export bus on a type filter, which is kind of gross. But this is the easiest way to pick the items out of the subnet that we have filtered and put them into processing machines. So let's do all of this facing up. We'll do screwdriver them all, or just these two, I guess, and then auto output. It is really cool. And this is something that you can scale for the rest of the game. So like when you have multi-block macerators, you just IO port storage bus directly into the input bus, right? And then you can distribute that between all of your stuff. You filter the subnet itself and just use normal cells instead of dealing with filters and buses for more shenanigans. Exactly. So the only thing that should be on these processing subnets is what we want to process in this specific machine. Exactly. Saves us a lot of hassle. I might need to upgrade the extract speed on this bad boy soon. Did you ever finish with those LCRs? No, I didn't. One of these days we'll come back to it, I think. Make an LCR monument. All right, that's doing great. I'm gonna do the same thing to the macerators, I think. Let's craft 8 more, just so we can get on top of things. And then I think we'll only need 4 thermal centrifuges. The electrolyzers, we're just gonna leave unfiltered for now because I think we should just wait till we have multi-block electrolyzer unless there's something specific that I need. So I'm gonna let that go. The ore wash is very complicated because there are some things that we want to sift. So I guess it's not that complicated. I could move our simpler washer here, but I think what I'm gonna do is just use the regular single blocks for now. And then, yeah, we'll make the multi-block sifter at some point. So yeah, let's hook up the thermal sentry right now. Oh, that's pretty cheap. Let's go get that on autocraft. Exactly, Sauce. It just throws the entirety of the subnet into the machines. Precisely. What am I doing? Where am I going? Da-da-da. We really should not need a lot of thermal centrifuges. Like, actually, I might even cancel this and go down to 2 because the reality is there's 4 ores that we will ever thermal centrifuge, and it is just to get niobium and cadmium. That's literally the only reason you will ever use the thermal centrifuge in your life. Like I could be wrong here. If I like thumbed through the recipes, I'm sure I could find something that is useful. But in my entire gate run, like I'm fairly sure that that is not the case, right? Coal, thorium from coal is kind of interesting. I don't mind that. Plat metallic powder dust from nickel. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't lie. But I think we would just be doing. How would we do this? Purified nickel ore from mercury washing it to get the plat metallic powder, and then centrifuge. Okay, okay. All right, we'll add purified nickel ore to the filter list. Either way, pretty minimal. Any videos regarding priority tips? Should I go snooping in the channel? I have no clue. Yeah, you'd probably just need to look around in the channel. All right, let's set this up. I guess I'll do like some type of lopsided thing. How did I do this here? 1, 2, 3. I guess this works. 4, 6, 7, 8. I want to get some breathing room for the filters, so I'm just gonna bump that back a little bit. 4, 5, 6. No, I don't. I'll just do it like this. That's fine. I said 2 thermal centrifuges, didn't I? And I made 3 anyway. I'm so silly. Crazy to see how much this pack has evolved. I remember watching Threefold struggle with his Oreproc throughput. Well, we are a little different here on Project Singularity. I will tell you that much. We don't really fuck around here. So that might be the issue. But yes, this is a different pack from when Threefold had his stuff. I think the IO port existed even back then, but maybe Threefold wasn't using it or didn't know of the tech. I did enable Mario 1080p. It used to be 4K actually, but I downscaled it to 1080 so the bitrate would be better. All right, that should be good. Let's set up the whole automation for this side. You know what? I changed my mind again. We're gonna back this up a little bit. Because that's where the second filter would theoretically go. So we're gonna do that. What am I doing? That goes there. There we go. And then we'll add our purified nickel ore to get our platinum metallic powder dust out of it. We could theoretically add crushed nickel ore, but I think we want to chem bath with mercury. But I guess until I set that up, we can also put regular nickel ore on this. It's going. Okay, let's set up the same thing that we did for the other one. ADA interfaces, yeah. Fuck it, why not? Alright, let's catch up with chat. Can't you get the same stuff from a washer anyways? Yes. You think you should add a mechanic for liquids spilling out of pipes if they aren't sealed at the end? No. That would be probably really laggy and would only fuck people up. I don't... I think it would be a really funny mechanic, and I think a lot of people would definitely lose a lot of fluids over that, but I don't know if it would be good for the health of the game as a whole. As funny as it is. I got the IO ports, quartz fiber, conduits, cells, baby chest, storage bus? Yes. Let's do that. Baby chest, storage bus, that, IO port, quartz fiber. This won't scale very well now that I'm thinking about it, because if I set them all up this way, then we'll not have space for filters or for other stuff. I might flip some of this, because then there's a couple of things going on. One is when you walk in, you should be able to see everything, so that should be facing you. So I might actually flip the side of this filter and then get some more breathing room over here. I know that's really nitpicky, chat, but it's those little nitpicky things that I think sets apart a very good base from a close to good base, you know what I mean? Oh, lovely, it kept the storage bus stuff. Daddy Vladimir, how do you have so much dust? What is your method for getting them? We go out and mine. It's not nothing too crazy. We've just been mining for a long time. Like, we have a lot of time on this server specifically because we've been doing our tier gating stuff with Project Singularity specifically. So okay, there's that, and then we'll get the conduit down here. All right, so transfer to cell. We'll take this cell and it gets all the items get pulled in. Then we're going to extract on black and insert on black. We're also going to extract on white when it's done. And insert on white here. So this will deposit the items in that subnet into this baby chest, which will then get extracted on, let's say, red for thermal refinery. And then insert on red. And then we'll do extract on black. And insert on black. And that goes back to our Oreprocessing subnet. That's not good. How did you power fail? Wait, what? How is that even possible? Chat, am I insane? 2 amps? 2 amps? Why is it multi-amp? Oh god. Well, I guess we're only having 2 of them then. Silly ass machine. Hello, Mr. Nibbles, by the way. How's it going? Sticky card on every bus? Not on every bus, just on the specific ones. Oh, why does that say interface on it? Lol. Alright, now you should be fine. I'm gonna copy the settings. Paste that there. Tantalite should be turning into niobium. And actually, what I forgot that I'm gonna do this. We're actually gonna turn off extract always active. And we're gonna turn on auto output and input from output side allowed. So that, never active. There we go. I think that will reduce lag, because then as soon as the GT machine is done, it just pushes into the inventory. Oh, this is awesome though. We should see us gamble a little bit of niobium soon. It's an 11% chance, so I guess we'll just see it pop up on our ore processing network. And look at that. Look at this beautiful... These are all of our byproducts that we're getting that are just automatically being turned into our network. Alrighty. What's next? I think sift and ore wash, I think, is probably the go-to. Let's set up some filters for that. These are going to be sticky bus filters as well. I think we basically just sticky card whatever we need at the time to sift, and that's pretty much it. There's not much we wash with intent because there's very little that we need more of, I think. There's 2 different modes on a washer. There is the simple washer and there's the fast washer. The simple washer is kind of just a cauldron, and I kind of like it, but if we're just doing this like passive ore processing, we might as well make a couple of the good ore washing plants and just get it over with. And you know, they have some pretty decent byproducts, right? So let's get that crafting, shall we? Anything crafting currently? Okay. I'm going to remove... I'm going to try to remove some patterns here. Is there anything? Yeah, laser engraver we don't really need. Sifter is nice. I'm just going to make like a couple of those because we're not going to need... Extruder is probably fine for now. Washing plant, sifter. We have sifter, so I don't need to add that. Why do tantalum hafnium carbide bolts have 16 million durability? I could not tell you. I don't know where you see that, but that's interesting. Oh, Sorke. Oh, I did see that chat, my bad. What am I doing? So we'll want, let's say 8 ore washing plants, because those are pretty slow. But we don't need crazy throughput. And then I'm going to go for... We have some HV sifters over here. We have 3 of them. I am going to go for 1 more, and then tomorrow, or whenever I stream next, we're going to upgrade to the multiblock sifter. We can actually do this in HV. It's beautiful. It's got 4 parallels. It's 500% faster for 3/4 of the EU. So we're definitely going to end up making this bad boy. But for now, we're just going to do the single blocks, and I'm going to make 1 more. Nine, sorry to ask, but could you check Flurbin's stream? It's kind of peak. Like his actual stream, or should I like unmute? What is he doing? I'm kind of scared. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, that's happening. That's happening. Someone should take a picture of that. All right, we'll always have space for more should we need it. These storage buses will have sticky cards on them because this is what we're diverting from the main macerate centrifuge path. Storage bus, let's get some more of those going. I'm gonna craft a couple more 4K ME cells. Not too many. We should probably just put like 4 in here. 4 in here should be fine. Oh, we're out of space in our crafting CPUs. We're gonna need to make more of these. Oh, unfortunate. Sometime soon. Let's copy the layout of the thermal centrifuges. 1, 2, 3, and then interface. Yeah, that works. I'll do 1, 2, 3 and interface. All right, what do we want is the real question. What really do we need sifted? I think Certus quartz is pretty much the only thing I can think off the top of my head that we really want sifted. We could also go for all the shards. I don't mind sifting these because it's more efficient. So let's grab those for now. Let's start Certus quartz. And all types of quartz actually is what we should be sifting. So let me grab this quartz. This quartzite. There's one more, right? Am I crazy? There's nether quartz, quartzite, Certus quartz. No, I'm just insane. There's nothing more. And then let's also get all of the thalamic shards, because why not? If we're already here. That's a good list. And then from there, we'll want all the washed versions of that. And I guess we could just do that in a sec. Purified nether quartz, purified Certus. Nether quartzite. I'm going to wait till the ad break is done, and then I'll actually get filtering. But I'm just going to do some of the boring shit right now. There we go. I'm gonna change something just a little bit actually. I'm in school, so I'm gonna watch the VOD. What do you think the ores are worth to put in a special line? Indium. There's not much. Honest to God, when I did my run, I had 0 lines at all. Like, period. No lines. Is that good? Probably not. Probably not. Would I do it again? Probably. I just use meteors for everything. There's no need, right? All right, we're gonna do some filtering. There we go. One terminal here. At a certain point, I should just batch craft a ton of these, right? But I guess we'll never get to that point. Ooh, more aluminum. All right, let's set up the machine lines for this. I'll need some more stable oil pipes. You'll have to ask me that question about specific lines after I set them up soon, because I don't know what's good early game to set up. I'm thinking platinum metallic powder would be kind of good. Like, that's not like a line though. That's like, you just need to wash it with like sulfuric or whatever it is, mercury maybe. But there is like flatline and knack line. Those are the two that are pretty big. Maybe bastnasite line if you're really struggling on samarium. I actually never made a bauxite line. I didn't even make a rutile line last time I played. I just fucking did bees and did titanium raw like that. It was an experience. It's honestly really overpowered, but you do what you got to do. Dude, I am so pleased with how this is looking. Oh my god. I need some Futuro blocks to make that a whole block though. How do I craft these? We got the fake ME block. Don't tell anyone, chat. They even have connected textures? That's crazy. Oh, I need a couple more. Are we out of stone? Almost. No one will notice. No one will notice the thing, chat. I promise. And also, the animation just straight up doesn't work. Whatever. Whatever. Whatever, man. Okay, sifter. Let's get our washers. We'll need 2 more combustion generators. I think that's all we'll need for now. That moment when you connect it and forget why your subnets aren't working. Yeah, that's so real, Sean. Hey, Sean Hayes, how's it going? That would be very funny, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chat, I just don't know how to do math some days. Oh, that's why. I actually do know how to do math. I don't know how to build. God damn it. What normally goes here? Screwdriver? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think that's good. Oh, 4 I/O ports, yes. Flurbin is too overstimulating at the moment. Damn, we got his actual mod jumping ship. Gem, there's guns in GTH now. I hope you're not talking about me, because I'm just a little rock climber. Okay, I think I have an idea about how I can compress this. We can do quartz fiber here, I/O port here, conduit here, extract on black, insert on black, extract on white, insert on white, then, oh, actually, even better, we do quartz fiber, fluix cable, storage bus. Beautiful. And baby chest goes there. Unfortunately, it's still a little crammed. Any further reductions I can make? Not really. It's kind of my fault, but could flip some things around. Ah, here's a solution. Storage bus here, baby chest on the bottom, and then we just put the conduits like that. That'll be fine. The conduits that I totally have. There we go. All right, this will be extract on, what's a good ore washer color? Like a deep blue turquoise type shit, like the multiblock. I think we'll give it regular dark blue, and then insert on blue, extract on black, always never active. Let's face all these up. And then screwdriver them up. And then auto output. Ooh, I also need to hook up water to this. Forgot about that. Conduit probe. There we go. Copy. Paste to Rooney. All right, let's get this started. So we want to start filtering this. And we also need a terminal. Where are our MV circuits keep going? Why are we so poor? Where? I guess not. I guess we're not seeing the contents of this. We're going to get a sticky card here though and start filtering what we want. So I've decided we want Certus quartz, all types of quartz to be sifted. We also want the primal crystals to be sifted. That's the first thing I'm going to set up here. So all of these crushed ores need to get washed first in order to get sifted. And that's what we're going to do. The sticky card, again, make sure that all types of these ores only go into this subnet. No matter what, they will only return to the subnet. Let's see how we're doing on byproducts. Oh yeah. Look at that. Very slow, but it's happening. We got the thermal centrifuge tantalite coming through. Let's see, what are you working on this time? Oh yeah. This thing is gonna have a doozy when we put in all like 40 of them. Let's do extract on black, no round robin, never active, auto output, and then we'll copy those conduits. This should help us get a little more throughput. We got 16 macerators now. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think it will be, but there's got to be a like a tool that turns auto output on. You're getting cat taxed, buddy. Oh, welcome to stream, Newton. Do you have anything to say? We're us on this stream are very like stim minimizing. We're pretty chill guys here, I think. So it's a different environment that Flurbin has. Is anything actually getting stored in here yet? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I need to put the cell in here. Let's just check the 4K. Did we make any 4Ks? I just need 2 more. Damn, what is going on? Quartz fibers are very slow. It's kind of understandable. Yeah, you can see he's making the mega vac in the left here. All these items are going through. I guess we should set up the sifters while we're waiting. Okay, there we go. 1, 2. I know the combustion gens went through, which is good. Nice. And then let's set up the conduits and all of that, and that should be fine. I guess we can do the filtering right now. So let's do sticky card. I got all of that. And then purified Certus gets sifted. Nether quartz, quartzite, and then all of the Thaumcraft crystals will go through as well. And that sticky card is very important. As you know, it takes the ores off the main macerate centrifuge path. Wow, we're really chugging through this shit low key. How would you set up AE2 to always have at least n items in storage? You would get a level maintainer and make sure all of your patterns are really good. There, I have a guide for how to use this. I would not use crafting cards. Do not do that. That's not right. Cable, fiber, IO ports, yada yada. Then conduit goes up here. One more goes here. No, right there. It's fine. Yes, the IO ports are done. Now we just need some circuits. There we go. Yep, okay. Extract, sifter is like brown. It's kind of a weird color, but we'll just let it be. Then extract on black, never active. I'm not sure I understand the question. Heis? Is there any way you could rephrase it? That should be working. So we just need to have some type of ore that we use. Hey, Vin. Lurkin. Check out my ore processing, Vin. This is all in HV. We're rich. We're rich. We're so rich. I want to try throwing in all the ores. I'm pretty sure everything is set up except for I need 2 cells and some terminals, and that's pretty much it. So 2 terminals, 4K storage components, turn into cells. Imagine item conduits with color wheel selection. I actually like that a lot. That would be really nice. You should dev that. Somehow the centrifuges aren't going. I would like to know why, and I think it's actually just a maceration bottleneck, and as soon as we get through all the raw ores, oh yeah, that's what it is. So once we're done with all the raw ores, then we'll get a huge wave of these ores, which makes me think that I should either get like smaller cell or do something about all of these items. Let's try something real quick. So that way the big waves aren't as bad. So that is filling up the items. Okay, that's good. So it's not taking everything from this and it'll leave some behind, which is good. I much prefer that. And that's just going to keep cycling because there's nothing in this net yet. Cool, perfect. I'll add these 2 cells to this network. .68 kilo AE per tick, that's not bad at all. Perfect. Things are going well. All right, I think the last order of business is to grab a bunch of dollies and take down the gigantic chest wall and put this into our system. We could actually be smart about this though. Let's get an ME, let's get 2 more MEIO ports. Oh man, we're out of stainless. I haven't had to mix stainless in a while. Basically, what I'm thinking of is we could make an array of storage buses that picks up items from chests and then puts them into our mainnet. And I guess let's do that now. Quartz fiber, cable, cell, conduit. There we go. So we'll need to quartz fiber this and IO port this. The idea is the IO port will take items from the network into the cell, and then it goes, the conduit transfers the cell into the main net, and then all the contents of that gets transported back. And I think that should work. Let's get some chests. Let's go grab some. We have a lot of ore to process, as you can see. Thirsty tank. Oh, I forgot about setting up the ore washers with thirsty tanks. I almost forgot about that entirely. Cheers. Thank you for reminding me. Hopefully one will be enough. It's kind of a depressing song. Well, let me change it up a little bit. It's a good one, but it's depressing nonetheless. Oof, oof, 24 energy hatches. Uh-oh. My shit's never coming through. Man, without multi-blocks, this shit is so slow. Let's get our paintbrush at least. Okay, plate's coming through. Should be quick. Oh, I gotta get cooking soon. I'm swept away by this stream. Got so much to do. I love mid-game. So much better than early game and late game. All right, so we'll want to fill this cell and extract on black, always active, insert on black, extract on white, always active, insert on white. and this transfers back to the network. So this should start filling up with random shit from this chest. Look at how fast it pulls those items. And then as soon as it's filled, when cell is empty, when work is done, we'll do when work is done. And that should deposit it right back into the Oreprocessing subnetwork. Ideally, this should not be going onto our drives like this. This should end up here. Okay. I don't know why we're seeing all this stuff. I think we're moving items too quickly into the network, and the filters, the type filters, can't keep up with it, maybe. I was worried about something like this happening. How would we fix this? I guess we could also double down with export buses. We could slow down the transfer of items from here into the network. Not quite sure what to do about this. These type filters aren't as effective as I thought they would be, because they have a transfer speed limit. I guess I could just do import bus and just it'll be slow. What am I doing? This, that. Cable. Import bus to an interface. Or wait, that's not right. Export bus, maybe? I never use these things, so. I'm afraid it's peak game. Do these work unfiltered? Will this just like suck things in? No. How do we slow down an IO port? Ugh. I guess we could put everything into the network by hand. That's an option. Not my favorite one, though. An idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. The export bus wasn't powered. Oh, you're right. Right? It wasn't. I think if we do this one stack at a time, though, it's still fine. So wait, I have an idea. You are right, though, that it wasn't powered, and then if it was, it would probably work. But I think we can edge up right to the limit here. Don't take that in or out of context, actually. So when I put this back one stack at a time, approximately, it like it figures itself out. It's just when I do more than one stack, it doesn't like that. So I need to be careful about not over pulling from the slowest part is these low voltage tight filters, which I think can only take a stack at a time. Um, there's a couple ways we could fix this, like multiple storage buses, but I think the moral of the story is just we can't, until we have OR dictionary cards, we can't insert too many items at once into the network. This is working though. We go nice and slow. That's kind of satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Everything getting sorted into the right place. Ordered cards are gated at IV, which is the reason we're doing all this tomfoolery with the the type filters. All right, everything should be sorted to where it needs to go. That looks right. Let's go grab some more of our chests and let's see if our one stack per tick thing works. If not, I guess we'll just feed all the ores by hand from now on, or we'll find something that's slow enough to work with it. Let's see, that seems fast, but it's working. It is working. Wow, that is quick. All right, let's see if we can catch it in action. Should be able to see something happening. It's mostly raw ores though. Might be done. Okay, that's really good. Yeah. Sheesh, that's fast. We might need to upgrade our storage on this network, but I doubt we'll ever have a this much ore again. Oh, whoops, that didn't even go. What happened? Why aren't you guys importing? Flurbin's stream is so peak. You should do the same. Nah, I'm good. I like his stream, but I don't like all the stimulation that the world does today. Oh, it's filtered by the healing axe. Damn, that's so silly. That is something I would like to see removed from the filter conveyor cover. Is being able to right click it with the healing axe and offhand. It's 5 more chests down. Yeah, I love a lot of Brazilian music, Duskia. So this is going to be an interesting chest. You can see here that this is filled with a lot of raw materials, like stuff that is not necessarily supposed to go into Oreproc like that. And we're going to see if it can still figure itself out, which is good. What's that sword you got on hotbar? The Toucher. It is the Kikoku. It can actually damage creative players, which is really funny. All right, let's see if we can catch things coming through the filter. Yeah, so it's like 1 stack at a time-ish. Lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Handling it in stride. I guess we'll only do 4 at a time then. Oh, we're filling up on storage quick. Hopefully our macerators will be able to keep up for now. I know it's a lot to ask. I wonder if our centrifuges are going right now. Oh yeah, look at them spinning up. I love this so much. Sifters are not sifting. We don't actually have anything yet. We do have the crushed nether quartz ore. What's going on there? Oh, I forgot to do transfer to cell. That's why. So this should start getting ores now. The water's not coming through because we don't have a pump. Can we make one of these? Or is it going to ask... Damn, it's making 75 stainless steel for that. Sheesh. Transfer to cell. There you go. And we'll do when work is done. Or maybe when cell is full. There we go. Yeah, when cell is full, I think is the best way to do this. Or maybe not. Maybe all of these should be when work is done. Good. Which tier have you enjoyed the most? Oh, HV. It's by far. I think it'll only get better the further we go. I love the later tiers with AE2. Like AE2 is my jam. I love the logistics. I love the power that it gives you. It's a very powerful mod. It's like probably overpowered, one might be able to say. But it is my favorite by far. One of these days I'll move the rest of this stuff in. For now, let's just get all of our main ore dump chests into the system. And I think I'll call it there and get cooking for me and my mom after that. Nice, that's all dusts. This is all finished products, except for the purified ruby ore. We probably do want to process rubies, specifically... Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll ore wash it and then thermal sentry it, and then once it's thermal sentry, it can't be used in this line. I'll set up something for ruby juice automatically at some point. For now, I guess what I'll do is like do a block container cell and sticky card. So chat, I'm going to show you some tech here. If you ever want to take something out of Oreproc at a specific stage, or if you just want to store bulk items, what you're going to do is get a block container storage cell, or whatever biggest cell you have. These block containers are nice because you can craft them now, and they have about 512,000 items worth of storage. I'm going to filter it. I'm going to get a sticky card. And that's what's going to happen, because I don't want to macerate any of the crushed, purified ruby dust, or ruby ore. I guess we need to add crushed purified to that line. And I will just put this here, or actually we can get an IO port. Let's do transfer to cell. What's wrong here? Did it figure it out? 1% filter, 1 out of 63. Where did the ruby ore go? Did I put it somewhere? Anyway, well, we'll just put it in here and it'll go here. Sticky cards are the MVP, yes. Anything else that we don't want in here? Not really. I might send some of these chipped dusts, or like chipped things, to get macerated, because we don't really care about chipped gems and flawed. Let's also add diamonds to the list of sifted stuff. So let's get purified diamond and crushed diamond. We're going to add crushed diamond to this filter, purified to this one. Man, that is full of ore. It's all getting macerated away. The ordo crystal shouldn't be here. Is this stickied? It is. It must have come in before I finished doing the filter. Let me do this. Transfer to network, clear out that cell and refresh the filters, and then do this. That should put some stuff in here. Sphalerite. Oh, I forgot I can't do IO port with such lenience. It'll put stuff in the mainnet that I don't want. All right, I mean, that's pretty good for one day, I'd say. I'd say we did pretty good. We cleared out our chest wall. We've totally set up Oreproc for pretty much everything that we could ask for. And I am just going to wait for this all to process. Tomorrow you will see a finished terminal, probably, hopefully. I don't know if these macerators are fast enough, but we're going to work our way through all of this stuff, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll have a lot of products. So I'm going to end stream here. I'm going to probably raid Flurbin, and then I'm going to feed me and me mum. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and if you enjoyed this, please just stick around. Go find my YouTube, stuff like that. And I'm very happy with this. Let's let's do the thing, do the stuff, find a raid, start raid, and then I'll say the stuff that I normally say, which is to be kind to yourself and others and do the best that you can. And sometimes the best that you can is pretty damn good, because look at this. This is pretty fucking cool, if I do say so myself. Fully automatic in HV. Like that's nice. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, everyone.